Morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well this morning. I hope you're feeling energized and ready to start the day. Unfortunately, this time change is affecting me. I find myself tired when I wake up in the morning. I find myself just not quite ready to get up out of the bed, but I'm adjusting and I'm going to handle it. I'll be happy when we have longer days and when the sun is just generally out longer. Okay, so I just wanted to make a brief video before I start work, and this video is basically going to be about astrology being more than your sun sign. So I find a lot of people get really kind of fixated on the signs and they don't really look as much at other things that really profoundly affect astrology. One of the biggest things that affects astrology are aspects. And if you don't know what aspects are, I would definitely suggest you look into some online stuff about aspects. But basically, it's when planets in astrology, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, Saturn, are aspecting planets of ours, personal planets of ours. So I have several aspects on my moon. And for years, whenever I would read the Leo sun sign description, I would see some things that reminded me of me, but I always felt like it was really superficial surface interpretation of who I was. And so when I actually looked at a birth chart and I saw that I had several conjunctions on my moon, I was like, wow, this makes sense. And of course, the more aspects that you have, the more emotionally complex you're going to be. So I have like a moon conjunct Saturn in Capricorn, so that makes me kind of a double Capricorn. I'm a double realist. I'm a double responsibility person. You know, sometimes I can be stern and rigid, but I also have a very close orb of a moon conjuncting Neptune. So I'm very compassionate. I'm an empath. I'm highly intuitive. I process my emotions through music. And I also have a moon conjuncting Uranus in the 11th house. So I have humanitarian impulses. I can be a little detached. And then, of course, I have an Aquarius rising. So you really need to look at that. And you also need to look at the houses. The houses play such a huge influence as to where that energy is going to be dispersed. The aspects will tell you the general theme, but the house will tell you where it's going to be dispersed. So let's say somebody has a moon conjuncting Pluto, which is a very powerful aspect, in the 5th house. Okay, so this person is somebody who's very emotionally intense, extremely emotionally intense, because it's conjuncting Pluto. So the moon and Pluto are both merging together. That's what a conjunction is, when both of the energies merge together in the 5th house, which is creativity, which is expression, which is dating, which is children. So this person could be very emotionally intense when it comes to children. Maybe they want to protect children. They could also be extremely creative, you know. Maybe they're a painter and their artwork could just be so deep, you know. When you look at their artwork, you just feel a certain type of way about it. And maybe in dating, they're really possessive and they're really crazy, you know. In fact, I have looked into some birth charts of celebrities. Lady Gaga has a moon conjuncting Pluto in Scorpio, so she is like doubly Scorpio. And she also has a Gemini rising, so she may appear to some people to be extremely cerebral and intellectual and maybe even a little flighty, but underneath, in the core, because your moon ultimately is your emotions, it's your unconscious responses to stuff. She is possessive, she could be controlling, she's highly intuitive, very profound person. So really look at your aspects, which is going to tell you the general themes of who you are. And if you have several aspects like me, you could be a very complex person. You could probably even be contradictory with your emotions at times because you are aspecting your moon in particular, because to me that is one of your most important places, is aspecting so many different things. And of course you want to look at the houses, because the houses are going to tell you in what areas those themes are going to be expressed. You can look at your birth chart at astro.com. You can look at your birth chart at Cafe Astrology. You can look at it at Astrolata. And you're actually also going to be looking also at the signs, yes, but you're going to look at the planets, you're going to look at the aspects, you're going to look at transits, you know, which is similar to an aspect. It is an aspect, but it happens during a certain period of time. So like if we're going through a Sun square Uranus transit, That means that everybody is going to be innovative, that everybody is going to be a little detached. They may be a bit flighty. They may be a little bit too eccentric, and that's a transit that happens during a certain period of time. So there's so much to astrology. There's also synastry, which is putting two people's charts together and basically seeing how compatible they are. There's Davidson composite. Composite chart is basically seeing the midpoints of the couple and the outcome of the relationship, how the relationship is really designed to help those people grow. So there's so much to astrology. Please, please do not limit yourself just to the sun sign, because I guarantee you're going to be missing all the pieces of the puzzle as to who you are. I hope you guys have a good day and take care.